So let us arrive to this short practice. Okay, so starting off, let's interlace our fingers. So backs of the palms together, interlace the fingers, and we turn the palms up. So the fingers are pointing up. We bring the thumbs together over the top. If this feels very uncomfortable, then resting the hands on the thighs. Allowing the spine to be tall. Allow the eyes to come softly closed or half gazing. And as we sit, bringing awareness to the breath. Feeling the breath moving in and moving out. Not trying to change the breath, just breathing. Allowing the air to move in and move out freely. Bringing awareness to the throat. Almost imagining that as we breathe the air in, it's a soothing medicine just coming down the throat. And then allowing awareness to drift down the body, coming to the hands, feeling the sensation of the fingers and this mudra. Keep expanding awareness, being aware of the body seated. And then becoming aware of the whole of the body. And then gently bow the head forwards, opening the eyes as we look to the ground. Gently raising up the head when we're ready and releasing off the hands. Just work through the fingers a little bit, just release off. Okay, so as we're sat here, bringing our hands to the front of the hips, and we're going to lean forwards and lean back a little. Okay, and then we're going to allow the belly to come forwards, and then lifting up with the chest, lifting up with the head, and then we're going the other way, so we're curling the lower back behind us, and we're scooping into like a C shape. So if I move to the side, you can see that we're in a C shape, and then leading with the lower back, tailbones kind of almost sticking out. We're getting a scoop in the lower back, we're lifting through the heart, lifting through the head. And then from the lower back, we're scooping round, bringing the heart in, dropping the chin down towards the chest. So in our own rhythm, we're just moving up and moving down. Just feeling through. So we can be sat on a cushion, we can be sat on a chair doing this, just moving back and forth, like working into that spine. Because it brings movement to the hips, the heart, the shoulders. Hands can relax now. Just keep going with those movements, feeling the movements, and then slow it right down, as if we've pressed a slow motion mode on the video of you doing this, and we're slowing down. Going in your own rhythm. Feeling the movements as we go really slowly. Allowing the body, allowing the nervous system to just slow. And sometimes this slowness can be excruciating, it can be boring. We're just staying with it, feeling each movement in the body. And releasing off, coming to center. A little shake through the arms. Now let's take a big breath in, open wide to the side. Shine the heart, then breathing out as we hug our arms in, drop the chin. Breathing in, wide. Breathing out, dropping down. One more. And dropping down. And then let's move over to a downward dog position. So coming to this downward dog. So if we find in this downward dog that there's any shoulder pain, then dropping down to 4-point kneeling. Okay. So I'll give an example in both variations. So in the 4-point kneeling variation, let's do this together first actually. Let's keep the left leg as it is, lifting the foot up towards the ceiling. And then we're bringing the knee towards the nose. Keep coming through and bring the foot out to the top. Now, if you find that there's not enough room there, what we can do, if you have blocks, we can put blocks here. You can use books. Books are absolutely fine. Even kind of a sturdy cushion is absolutely fine. So a brick, if you've got a brick, whatever it is that you have available. Okay, and then we're going back. Okay, so breathing in, lift the foot. Breathing out, knee towards nose, and the foot comes down. Now you may find that as you've lifted up, the foot comes kind of halfway. That's absolutely fine. We keep working it forwards. If we have to take a hand and kind of push it up, then that's absolutely fine as well. We're just wanting the body to do those movements. So breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, foot back down. Breathing in, lift up, foot back down. Okay, and if we're doing it in the downward dog variation, we can have a go at this now or stay in the 4-point kneeling position. We're in our downward dog. Actually, just have a pedal through the dog. Come to stillness and then breathing in as the left foot floats up. Bend the knee. Knee comes towards the nose and comes down at the top of the mat. Again, if you want to be on the blocks, it's absolutely fine. You can lift up, stepping through. Again, if we step to kind of halfway up the mat and then shuffle the foot forwards, that's absolutely fine too. But what we want to do is repeated movements. So we're going to do 4 movements. So start from downward dog or 4-point kneeling. Breathing in, lift the leg. Breathing out, step forwards. Breathing in, lift the leg. Breathing out, step forwards. Breathing in, lift the leg. Breathing out, step forwards. Okay, so we'll go to the other side. So come back down to 4-point kneeling just to kind of warm up on the other side. Let's breathe in with the right foot. Breathing out, stepping through. Again, we can be on blocks. Breathing in, lift. Out, step through. One more time. Breathing in, lift. Out, step through. And again, it doesn't matter where we land. We just shuffle our way to the top of the movement. Okay, so either staying in 4-point kneeling or move up to downward dog. Let's breathe in, raise that right. Breathing out, plant it between the hands. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out between the hands. Breathing in, lift up. Out between the hands. One more. Breathing in and out. Then dropping back down to child's pose. Just take a moment here. If we can bring the arms next to the body. Head towards the ground or head on a block. Taking a moment, wiggling the fingers, perhaps circling the wrists. So let's come to the top of the mat. Okay, I'm going to face towards you. So we're interlacing our hands behind the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Standing up tall, feeling strong, pressing the feet into the ground. And breathing in, just to show you, breathing in, the hand comes back down the legs. We're opening through the chest. Breathing out back to center. Breathing in, we're going over to the right. Breathing out, we hold. Breathing in, back to center. Out to the left. Breathing into center. And then this time we breathe out and we're going forwards. So lift up the hands behind us, hinging from the hips. And back up. Shake through the arms. Coming to stand at the top of the mat again. Breathing in as we shine up through the heart, bringing the hands out to the side. Breathing out as we hinge from the hips, coming down. Knees can be bent, bringing the hands down to the ground. Breathing in as we look up. Breathing out, coming down, stepping back with the right foot, drop the knee. Breathing in, lifting up with the heart. Again, we can have the two blocks. Breathing out, back down. Breathing in, lift with the heart. Out, back down. Breathing in, lift with the heart. Out, back down. Stepping back to plank. Holding, knees can be down or up. Move to downward dog. Float the right leg behind. And as we breathe out, step it forwards in between the hands, looking up. Once again, breathe in, shine the heart. Breathing out, stepping the left foot forwards. Full breath out here. And then rolling all the way up with the spine. Bringing the hands to the side, shining the heart. Breathing out, hands to heart center. So breathing in, hands to the side, looking up. Breathing out, hinging from the hips, coming forwards. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, stepping back with the left leg, drop the knee. Breathing in, shine up with the heart. Breathe out, back down. Breathe in, shine with the heart. Breathe out, back down. One more time, breathe in, shine with the heart. Breathe out, stepping all the way back to plank. In our plank, we can have the knees down or the knees up. And then this time, let's bend the elbows lower down to the ground. Release the toes. Interlace the hands behind the back, stretching the knuckles back behind us, lifting up, lifting the chin. Then lower back down, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, coming all the way up to downward facing dog. In the downward dog, float the left leg behind, bend the knee, and bring the foot all the way forwards. As we breathe in, shine up with the heart. Breathe out, back down. As we breathe in now, let's bring the right foot all the way to the top. Breathe out, back down. And then this time, bend the knees, bring the hands to the thighs as we slowly roll up, as if we're stacking one vertebrae on top of the back at a time. And come and have a little wriggle. Okay, so just let the hands be like jelly, going from side to side. So, let's come down to all fours again. In fact, no, come to a kneel. Hands on the legs. Relax the shoulders. And as we breathe in, we fill up the body. As we breathe out, This may be unexpected. We're going to do a lion's roar, where we stick out the tongue, look upwards with the eye. So we can look up with the eyes or look straight ahead. Let's try again. Big breath in. So it's like you could do a proper proper roar if you want, or you can do a softer sound. Just go with what kind of you need in this moment. So let's try the parameters. So let's go with a big roar if there's space to do that. So big breath in. Come back. And let's do a quiet one. Big breath in. And then one more of your choice. Big breath in. And have a little wriggle. Coming up to a high kneeling position. Toes are tucked under, hands on the hips. And we're pressing the hips forward. Squeeze the buttocks. Opening through the chest here. Stretching through the front of that body. And we can bring the hands to the backs of the thighs if that feels okay. And we're just lowering down a little, stretching through the front of the chest. And we're breathing. And then we're coming back down. Coming to lie down on the mat. Take a big breath in as we lift up the hips. Big breath out as we lower down, one vertebrae at a time. One more time, lift up. And lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees into the chest, squeeze in. Let the arms come out to the side like a T. Let the knees drop over to the right. Pause here for a moment. Don't worry about what breath. Come back to the other side, over to the left. Just feeling into it. Come back to center. Draw the knees into the chest again. Perhaps even lift the head towards the knees, making ourselves as small as we can. And then stretching out, making ourselves large. Take in a big breath. Let it go. Just take a moment of peace. Allow the breath to move in and move out. Allow our practice to consolidate. And then gently bend up the knees. Roll over to the right, coming all the way back up to seated. Gently opening the eyes if they're closed. And we'll finish with the sound of just one Om. So let's take a breath in. Full breath out. A breath in. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste. The light in me shines to the light in you.